सो इन द प्रीवियस लेक्चर विच इज़ द वेरी बेसिक्स, जहाँ पे मैंने बताया था कि जो MITs या फिर हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटीज़ हैं वहाँ पे कैसे पढ़ते हैं, बिकॉज दे आर द मोस्ट एलीट कॉलेजेस जहाँ से मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द साइंटिस्ट बॉर्न होते हैं. सो इट इज़ नॉट द कॉलेज, इट इज़ द इन्वायरमेंट एंड द सिस्टम विच अ कॉलेज हैज़ अडेप्टेड. तो मैंने एग्जाम्पल से बताया था फ्रॉम द वेरी बुक ऑफ सेल कि रीड कैसे करते हैं, बिकॉज वन चैप्टर कंसिस्ट ऑफ 1500 पेजेस एंड द मोर यू फॉर मूव फर्दर द कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी अराइजेस. ओके, सो अभी मैंने एक नया लेक्चर स्टार्ट किया है, दैट इज़ एंजाइम साइंसेज एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. ठीक है, तो बायोकेमिस्ट्री का टॉपिक है. ठीक है, तो ऐसा नहीं है. मैं व्हाट आई वांट टू से इज़ कि यू हैव टू मतलब यू हैव टू कनेक्ट द डॉट्स. ठीक है, तो उस दिन मैंने इंट्रोडक्शन टू द सेल्स किया था. ठीक है, तो मैंने आपको एक चीज़ बताया था. तो मैं कैसे कनेक्ट करता हूँ, मैं जितने भी चैप्टर्स हैं, वेदर इट इज़ फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री में, हर एक चीज़ को ठीक है आपस में इंटरकनेक्ट कर लेता हूँ. दैट इज़ द रियल इंटेलिजेंस इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट. अगर इफ़ यू वांट टू मूव अहेड, इफ़ यू वांट टू beat the 99.9% of the peoples in the academics, you have to connect the dots with your own mind. तो मैंने एक चीज़ यहाँ पे बताया था that what we are, we are the organism, जो कि intricately complexly organized chemical factories है. So we are the chemical factories which is organized. The thing about us is that we organize, and we somehow I mean we the chemicals, the factory of the chemicals somehow has the ability to replicate mysteriously. ठीक है, सो ये जब केमिकल्स की बात आती है ना, तो यहाँ पे एंजाइम्स की बात आएंगी. तो मैं देखो कैसे जो इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ एंजाइम्स होता है कि हम एंजाइम्स क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं, तो इस चीज़ को मैं कैसे रिलेट करने की कोशिश करूँगा फ्रॉम द सेल, जिसका कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है दूर दूर से. ठीक है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. सो टू बी ऑर्गेनिज्म, what are the basic requirements? You have to grow. ठीक है, you have to grow. The second one is you have to show reproduction. Okay, and the third one is you have to maintain the physiology. Okay, and for that you need energy. Okay, in growth, if you talk about, you have to build a protein, lipids, nucleic acids. Okay, lipids generally for the plasma membrane, plasma lemma, whatever you try to say. Okay, because majorly there's a lot of other uses, but majorly if we talk about lipids, we talk in terms of plasma membrane. And proteins are the most diverse field. Okay, proteins are absolutely stunning. And in proteins are the structural, they are the bricks. Okay, and the nucleic acid for sure, and from that we have the genomic content equilibrium. Okay, and from that blueprint we can access everything from the protein to lipids, substrate converted into the product. Okay, through the process of replication, transcription, translation. Okay, in the translation we study proteomics, another chapter. Okay, and the second one is reproduction. For the reproduction you need gametes, and if we talk about in the high organism, we have to have a male gametes and the female gametes, and through some complex processes they converted into zygote mysteriously, and that's further gives a new offspring. And for the formation of these gametes we also need to grow, and this growth, the living growth, is intrinsic from the within. You need protein, you need lipids for the formation of the newborn, you need protein, heavily protein. Okay, so all the enzymes which are responsible for the accelerated, and these process has to have in a very regulated format. So you need regulators. Okay, and to whom body give this task? Of course the hormones. So hormones act as a regulators, because it has to be a highly coordinated process to giving a offspring to a new one. So you can look the biological complexity of the female body. They are the one who give birth to the offspring, and look at the mysterious process of the zygote. Okay, it has to be very regulated through the hormones. Okay, and then of course we have the physiology. And for all of that you need energy. From the very basics you need energy, and from where do you get the energy? Because we are not the autotrophs. Of course, the nutrients. So we're gonna break down the molecules, the polymeric compounds such as the starch. We're gonna convert this into the break down and convert this into the molecular substance, for example the glucose. And from the glucose we have metabolic reactions, and from that metabolic reaction we're gonna produce ATPs, DNTPs, energy. Okay. And and energy, and these metabolic reactions, if we talk about, we have the anabolic reaction and the catabolic reaction. So the anabolic reaction is the synthesis of the new molecules, and the catabolic, of course, the breakdown of the molecules so that you get the energy. And what they are the chemical reactions. Okay. And for the chemical reaction we need enzymes, you know enzymes to act as a catalyst, of course the biocatalyst. Okay. So here, फ्रॉम द हियर वी गना स्टार्ट द चैप्टर की एंजाइम. और मैंने यहाँ पे सेल्स में आपको क्या पढ़ाया था, दैट बुक में क्या लिखा था, दैट वी आर ऑर्गेनाइज केमिकल फैक्ट्रीज. ठीक है. तो एट द एंड अगर हम एंजाइम भी पढ़ना चाहते हैं तो एट द एंड ऑर्गेनिज्म का जो वेरी बेसिक्स है वो कहाँ पे जाके अटकता है, केमिकल रिएक्शंस पे. ठीक है. बिकॉज एवरीथिंग वी हैव बीन सीन फ्रॉम द ट्रांसलेशन टू ट्रांसक्रिप्शन, एवरीथिंग. ठीक है. रिप्रोडक्शन, फिजियोलॉजी, न्यूट्रिएंट्स इन break down kara. ठीक है. Everything we have been known, but at the end what we get, we gonna at the finally we have required energy, and for that we need chemical reaction, and hence we have the enzymes. And thus we're gonna start the chapter from now, that we're going to study enzyme. It's not like कि हमने खोला टॉपिक पढ़ा एंजाइम्स, टेक्नो साइंसेज एंड टेक्नोलॉजी और हम पढ़ना स्टार्ट कर दिया. नो, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द टॉपिक इटसेल्फ. एंजाइम से क्यों? So you have to relate from whatever you have learned. ठीक है. From the very basics of the cell, the first line, that we are intricately organized chemical factories. So thus we are the chemical factories itself, who got somehow ability to replicate themselves. Wow. So that is how we read. Okay. So thank you and stay tuned. I'm also studying, and if I got something interesting, I will share with you. Keep connecting to the channel, that is Gene Scene. So now the channel name from the Mission of Vidya has changed to Gene Scene. Okay. It's very easy to pronounce, and it's looks very authentic. I mean, Gene, what we are in this channel, what we are studying, the rationality and the sciences and philosophies. So it's very good, that Gene and Scene, in typical Hindi ways we use this term. So it's a proper combination of the modern and the vernacular, our base. So Gene Scene is the new name of the channel. So do subscribe to the Gene Scene. Okay. Gene Scene, do subscribe to the channel.